Okay guys, I'm back. Unfortunately, I believe this will have to be posted as a second video. I'm not sure. I'll try and combine them, but I don't think my phone has that kind of sophisticated technology. I think I'd have to probably download an extra app or something for that, which I don't have, so most likely this will be in two very short parts. So, for those of you who are a fan of Johanna Basford, I highly suggest you check out the Facebook coloring group, Johanna Basford Your Pages. I'm in probably 5 or 6 different coloring groups on Facebook, and that is by far my favorite. They are always holding events. They are always encouraging one another. It's just such a positive and it's just a lovely group to be a part of. Everybody is so wonderful there. And then, like I said, right now they're holding an event with a series of awesome coloring tutorials full of really great tips and videos, and I just highly recommend it to anybody who happens to be a fan of Johanna Basford's coloring artwork, which I am a very big fan of. I don't have all her books, but I probably have about 3 of them. I will have all her books eventually. I'm just not there yet. And then another great group that on Facebook that I like is Coloring with Claire. That's another great group. She does a lot on there. She does some events and such, but again, that's another one that's just a great community to be a part of. And she's doing a challenge right now, Claire's Autumn Challenge, the series of autumn colors, and I started a picture in it using the Polychromos color palette, and I'm not happy with the picture choice I picked. It's so detailed for such a limited palette, and I did get creative with it, but I just completely lost motivation. I'm maybe 60% of the way through the picture, and I just completely lost motivation with it. So I was debating on whether or not I should pick a small picture or something to do real quick because I like the color palette, but I just haven't really picked anything or done anything with it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to finish the challenge. I just kind of lost some motivation there. But I've seen some awesome pictures done for this challenge. So if anybody's interested in checking that out on Instagram, it's #Claire'sAutumn. And it's just, again, it's just gorgeous color combination. And I've seen some really pretty pictures done with it. So, jumping, because I like to jump back and forth. It's just the way my mind works. Jumping back to the Johanna Basford Your Pages. I was talking about the Bex Harris coloring tutorials that she's doing, and her guest appearances and videos. And Sani just did one. It was yesterday or the day before with Inktense. Now, for those of you who follow me, you'll know that I really just absolutely love my watercolor pencils, and I could honestly just use them on everything. In fact, I'm surprised I'm not trying to use them on this, and maybe I'll try them on a different one of these pages. But I just love them. So Inktense isn't the same as watercolor from what I've seen, because I've watched a lot of videos with it and tutorials and such. It's not quite the same as watercolors, but you use them kind of the same way with either a wet brush or a water brush. You could just buy a water brush. And watching her tutorials finally inspired me, and by chance, I've been wanting some Inktense pencils anyway. They've been on my list for quite a while. But by chance, I went on to Amazon today, and I was checking out the deals of the day, and they had the very same water brushes I had in my cart for like really cheap on Amazon. So I threw those in my cart, and I figured while I was at it, I'd take a second look at the Inktense, and they had a pretty good deal. They had 12 of them for $25 or 24 of them for $22. So I went ahead and got the 24 pack, and I can't wait for those to come in, because that'll be a lot of fun to play with. And I just want to kind of, you know, feel out the differences, because I love, love, love my my watercolor pencils, but these are different. So I guess the difference from what I understand right now, without doing anything, you know, without trying it myself, is that watercolor, you can put the watercolor down, and then you can let it dry, and then you can come back again and put water on top of it, and the colors will bleed through and blend again after applying water again later. And I think the difference is Inktense, after you apply it and after the water dries the initial time, that's it. It doesn't blend again later. So that becomes a permanent layer after it dries. That's my understanding of it, but I will see for sure when I play with them. So I think we'll do, I'll just see what color red is. That's not very dark. Let's try this one. Yeah, I like that one. So we'll do this one. We'll do this red. I love red garland on a tree. It's my favorite. I like red and gold on my tree. But because the kids are still little, we let them decorate it. So it's usually, we'll do colored lights and then a mishmash, Mod Podge of all kinds of different decorations, because we kind of let them do it. And once they get older and aren't interested any longer, then we'll probably have, it'll be a battle, because my husband likes blue and silver themed for Christmas, and I prefer a warmer red and gold kind of cabin, log cabin type of feel, and he likes the blue and silver wintry kind of feel. So we'll battle over that again, I'm sure. But for now, we kind of let the kids do the decorating, especially of the tree. There we go. And then I think we'll do these gold as well. So, to my surprise and delight, I am quickly creeping up to 100 subscribers. So I was thinking that for my first, to celebrate my 100 subscribers, I'm going to do one of two things, and I haven't figured out which yet, so don't get excited yet. But I'm thinking that I'm going to either do a giveaway or that I might do my first live video with a giveaway. So either way, get excited, there's going to be a giveaway. But I'd like to also try and do it live and do a live video. My only issue is I don't know if my laptop is going to be compatible and if I can get like the right setup to do a live video, so that way I can chat with you guys as well, because if I do it from my phone, I'm not going to be able to see the chat. So I have to see if I can, you know, hook it up with my phone and my laptop to do it that way, because my camera is my phone. I don't have a separate, like I don't have like a webcam or something hooked up through my my laptop software. So I don't even know if that's possible. So if I can figure it out, then I will definitely do that with a giveaway. But if not, we'll just do a giveaway video. And I'm not sure yet what I'm going to give away, so I'll probably buy something special for the occasion. But either way, even if I reach 100 subscribers before Christmas, we'll do the giveaway celebratory video either during the holiday break between Christmas and New Year's or after the New Year, just because the holidays are so busy. Right now, I am planning on being home for the whole week in between, which gives me plenty of video taking opportunity. So I am kind of shooting for that, but it just depends on how busy I am with the kids. So as it gets closer, we'll decide, and I'm going to play around with my laptop in the background and see if I can figure out if I can do a live video or not with it in my phone. So we'll see. So you might see some live video testing going on. And if anybody is willing to help me out with some live video testing, just so that way they can be commenting for me, just to test out comments and stuff, that would be so appreciated. So what I'm going to do is just shoot me a comment if you're interested in helping me out with that, and then maybe we'll exchange emails and set up a time to try and test that out. So again, if you're interested in helping me test out live video capabilities, just leave me a comment under this video, and then we'll get in touch and exchange some emails, and then we'll set up a time. And for me, that's United States Eastern Standard Time, to try and test it out, and basically if I can just get somebody to play around with commenting and stuff like that and chatting with me to see if we can make it work. So I'm thinking lots of greens and reds for the decorations, but I think I want these letters to be blue, like a dark midnight blue and gold. I think I like this color. Not dark enough. Maybe this color. Yes, I like that one. That one's perfect. See where we are in time. We're okay. So I think I'm going to set myself a challenge to finish my Mythomorphia page before the new year. And I'm going to say it that way because if I don't find time to work on it beforehand, I'll try and really just bust it out on that holiday vacation that I'm going to be taking. So I'm very disappointed. I reached out to the publishing company because my book is falling apart. And I've only worked in 2 pages in it, so it's not like I'm extensively using it. And I store my books in a cabinet very safely, and you know, they're not being left around or used and abused or stuck in a bag or anything like that. Basically, if with that. So basically, if I'm not coloring in them, they get stored in a cabinet flat. So there's no reason the binding should be falling apart as bad as it is so early into me using the book. So I reached out to the publishing company, and basically they told me that I could return the whole book to the place that I purchased it, which in this case is Walmart, and that they would supply me with a new book. Yay, great. But what about the two pages that I just spent all this time on? I mean, we've already done what, maybe 3 or 4 videos on it, and that's not including the time I spent starting it. I am bummed and disappointed because I was really just looking for advice on how to maybe rebind it back together so I don't lose the progress that I already made. So I'm very disappointed. So if anybody has any suggestions on anything I could do to try and get the book back together, don't get me wrong, it's great of the publishing company. Basically they said that Walmart could either refund me or replace the book for me, which is great. It's just I don't want to lose all the progress I already made. I really love the way my picture's coming out. So I don't, you know, my intention isn't to bash the publishing company by any means. I just was looking for some advice and they just weren't able to give it to me. So if anybody has any advice on how I can maybe fix the binding, that'd be great, because I really, again, I'm just loving how those pages are coming out and I don't want to lose them. And I already started work on a couple other pages in that book. I mean, I'd be okay with losing those pages because I'm not too far along, but on the double page spread that we've been working on, I don't want to lose that. So definitely, if anybody has any advice, it'd be greatly appreciated. I am considering spiral binding the book, and that would probably get rid of that issue, but I am going to lose some of the coloring page doing that. So, you know, if I can find another solution, I'd rather go with that, but I think as a last resort, after I finish this double page spread, I'm probably going to just bring it and get it spiral bound. Something so just fun and effortless about coloring with markers. You know, you can get quick results. And especially because this paper is so smooth, it is actually quite satisfying. So I'm really liking the blue. And then I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to do the dark gold or the light yellow color. Probably the lighter of the 2 colors, I think, look better with this. So this is like the piece of cardboard that it shipped with. So I'm just kind of using it to reinforce the paper while I'm coloring on it. So there's not I haven't seen a terrible amount of the ColorIt books, but I haven't looked through too many of the flip-throughs yet. There's not a terrible amount that I'm like particularly interested in. for purchasing, but I do like the unicorn one, which came out a couple months ago, and Jen Reading with Pugs did a flip through of that. And then they just came out with a Native American one. I like a couple of the pages, but not enough to go buy the whole book. But I really like this, you know, the 10 Christmas pages they sent me, I love. So I think I'd probably really enjoy getting the whole book. So that might be something I look into. And then they have another book. It's called like Serenity Landscapes or Fantastical Landscapes for the Imagination or something like that. I wish I could remember now, but it just can't. That I think I'd be very interested in. And I've seen a couple pages from it and it looks interesting, but I do want to see a full flip through. Not that I need to buy more stuff. I have plenty, as my husband keeps reminding me. So that's why I'm not like avidly looking at flip throughs. And one of my favorite YouTube channels to follow, only because she's one of the first that I started following religiously, is Color and Chat with Sammy. And she is just, her skills are just phenomenal. She is just a beautiful coloring artist. And I really enjoy listening to her. It's very relaxing and laid back, her chat. And I just really enjoy watching her videos. And she just did one where she did a quick glimpse through her entire coloring book collection, and it's like a 3-hour long video, and I don't know, I didn't check to see if that was like a part 1 or if there's more, or if she just crammed it all into one video. But I don't even want to look at it, I'm afraid, because it's just going to be temptation to buy more coloring books, and I have enough already. Yeah, this one's gonna be fun, I think. I'm gonna just put down a base of markers, and then I'm gonna go over it. I might do some shading with some pencils, because I've been wanting to try out that technique anyway. Even though I'm not sure how pencils are gonna do on this paper, but maybe on top of the marker it won't matter. And then we'll embellish it with some gel pens and stickles. Just want to get this blue finished, because the problem with Crayola Super Tips is they're not really labeled. And once I put this marker back into its case, when we're done, I'm going to forget what color it is. But these Christmas pages are just adorable. Okay. So I was still thinking about doing some shorter, small videos similar to what I'm trying to do here, shorter, small video, during the week of some Zentangling, because I absolutely love to Zentangle. But when I say I love to Zentangle, I mean like it is my Zen moment. I'm not thinking about anything, I'm not explaining anything, I'm certainly not worrying about videoing anything. I do it in moments of I need to focus and my mind is scattered. Sometimes at work, grab a sticky note, take 2 minutes to doodle or Zentangle a little bit, and it just really relaxes my mind and helps me focus. So that's kind of why, you know, that's kind of the headspace I'm in when I'm Zentangling. So I'm not sure how to bring that to a video, because I'm typically kind of pre-plan out at least a little bit. Not tonight though, I'll admit. Usually I pre-plan out a little bit what I'm gonna do in a video. Tonight I didn't really do that. I just kind of dived in and said, you know what, I want to do a video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm going to do something. And here we are. So but I do like to Zentangle and doodle. And somebody who is a great inspiration to me as far as doodling goes, it's not Zentangling specifically, although there's some Zentangle elements in her work. I follow her videos on YouTube, is KC Doodle. So if you guys get the chance, check her out. Her videos, just to watch them, are so relaxing. Like, you don't even have to Zentangle or doodle. You can just watch her videos. They're so relaxing. And they're just so much fun to watch. So I really like her work. And she, you know what, she doesn't talk. She usually just puts some music and stuff on. So maybe that's what I'll do, is just do some silent videos with doodling. Try and forget the camera's there. But I do enjoy, that's kind of my other thing that I like to do, is Zentangle inspired. I'll call it that way because it's not Zentangle specifically, but Zentangle inspired line art and doodling. There we go. We got all our blue in. And I think I was going to use this color, yellow. Ooh, I don't want to wait. Okay. So I'm picking up a lot of the blue and making my swirls green, so we'll wait until they dry a little bit. We'll see what we can do there. I might highlight it with some of this. Might go over it with some gold too, because I think it'll look nice with gold. And then I used these two colors for those leaves, so I'm using the darker. So if I do shading with Crayola Super Tips, typically, not always, I'll do the darker color first. Okay, and then I usually put the lighter color on top. And if you do it quickly enough, when it's still wet, it can blend a little bit. Okay. Just doing some quick shading here. There we go. Alright. Okay, we're at about a half hour, plus I have my other video, so I'm gonna call it there. Because this is markers, and markers are really quick and easy to work with, I might work on this a little bit in the background. Of course, I have a lot going on a little bit in the background. I have my World of Flowers, I have my Mythomorphia. I'm trying to keep everything to just a few work in progresses, but it's hard. There's too many beautiful pages to color. But we'll stop it there. And if I do work on it, not in video, again, I'll post pictures on Instagram. And I think I'm going to post some pictures of my World of Flowers work in progress, not the cover. I'm waiting to do that one until it's all done. But this page, I might do some work in progress pics on Instagram. So you guys can check that out in the meantime, and I will try and squeeze another video in this week, but if not, I will see you this weekend. And until then, happy coloring, everyone. Goodbye.